your laugh before your name. Knew your habits like a song. Every little thing you did felt like where I belonged. I stood just out of focus in the corner of your days, loving you in silence in 1,000 quiet ways. You never saw the tremble when our hands would nearly meet. I kept my heart in whispers at your feet. I loved you quietly, like a shadow on the wall. No big words, no grand scenes, no confessions at all. I loved you quietly, and you never knew. Some hearts stay silent when they love someone like you. I memorized your stories, even ones you told twice. Laughed a second too softly just to keep it light. You spoke about your future like I wasn't in the frame, and I just smiled politely while my heart took the blame. I could have said the truth, but fear was stronger than the flame. So I kept loving you without a name. I loved you quietly, like rain behind a door. You never heard it falling on my heart's floor. I loved you quietly, and that was my truth. Some love stay hidden in the shadow of you. Maybe if the timing had been kinder to my heart, I'd have found the courage right from the start. But some love stories are meant to stay unseen, soft as a memory of what might have been. I loved you quietly, but I don't regret. Not every love needs a moment or a duet. I loved you quietly, and that was enough. Some silent hearts still know real love. You never. The clock kept talking louder every minute after 10. Your chair stayed empty, like you'd never sit again. The coffee turned to shadows in a cup gone cold, and every little silence felt heavier than gold. I listened for your footsteps in every passing car, but the night just stretched its arms and swallowed who you are. It was a night you didn't come home, and the streetlights still smell like yesterday, like you were only gone, just stepping out the way. But the phone stayed silent, like it forgot your name. And every ticking second sounded just the same. I made up little stories to keep the fear away, but hope grows thinner when the sky turns gray. It was a night you didn't come home, and the radio played slow. Every love song felt like something I used to know. It was a night you didn't come home, and I finally understood. Sometimes waiting breaks you more than leaving ever could. Was it a choice you made, or just a twist of fate? Did you lose your way, or did you just come late? The questions fill the darkness, but the answers never came. Just a quiet room and your unfinished name. It was a night you didn't come home, and something in me changed. Hope turned into distance, love turned into strain. I turned off all the lights, tried to rest my mind, but every quiet moment brings you back in time. Your laugh in the hallway, your whisper in the dark, even in the silence, you still leave a mark. I walk through empty rooms, but I never feel alone, 'cause your words keep calling like an echo in my bones. There's your voice in my head, saying things you used to say, soft as old records spinning far away. There's your voice in my head, and it won't let me rest. Some goodbyes don't leave you, they just move inside your chest. I hear you in the radio, between the lines of songs, like the world keeps playing where you once belonged. I tried to drown the memories in crowds and neon light, but your voice keeps finding me every single night. I don't need a photograph or letters that you wrote. You live inside the rhythm of every word you spoke. Maybe time will quiet every word you said. Maybe one day silence will fill my head instead. But tonight you're You came to me in storms, with trembling in your hands. I wrapped you in my silence, tried to understand. You called me your salvation, your safe and steady light. But you never held me close when the world felt right. You needed me in darkness, but not in the sun. I was just your shelter, not the one you loved. I was just your comfort, not the love you chose. Just a quiet harbor when the cold wind blows. I was just your comfort, a place to hide your scars. You never meant to stay, you just rested in my arms. You'd hold me when you were lonely, call me late at night. But when the morning found you, you'd be out of sight. I gave you all my patience, all the love I knew, but I was just a refuge, never home to you. You said I meant the world, but only when you fell. I was heaven in your sadness, but not your wish as well. I was just your comfort, not the love you kept. Just a quiet shoulder where your tired heart slept. I was just your comfort, soft and warm and true. But you saved your forever for someone that wasn't me. Now I see the difference between need and love. One reaches for shelter, the other rises above. You didn't lie on purpose, you just didn't know. But I was given forever to a place you'd only go. I was just your comfort, and now I understand. You were only resting, you never meant to stand. I was just your comfort, but I'm letting you go. I deserve a love that calls me home, no bitter. Yeah. I used to chase your footsteps down every lonely hall, knocking on your silence like it was my call. I've been around your moves like branches in the rain. Thought love meant waiting through every kind of pain. just to stay with you. But the day I stopped begging was the day I stood tall. I picked up all my pieces and I left them all. The day I stopped begging, something in me grew. I learned my heart was worth more than chasing you. I stopped checking your eyes for a sign you care. Stop shaping my whole world around the love we share. The mirror looked different when I stood alone for the first time in forever. I felt like my own. I didn't slam the door, scream your name. I just walked out quietly and nothing felt the same. 'Cause the day I stopped begging was the day I got free. No more shrieking down just to make you see. The day I stopped begging, I could finally breathe. Love shouldn't be something you have to plead. If love needs convincing, it ain't love at all. Real hearts don't wait for someone to crawl. I didn't lose you, I found my pride. Sometimes the bravest step is the one outside. The day I stopped begging was the day I was strong. I realized my silence had waited too long. The day I stopped begging, I walked toward the light. And for the first time, being alone felt right. No tears left to borrow, no pride left to sell. We never held hands in public, never said the words out loud. But something in your silence always pulled me like a cloud. We walked along the same streets with different hearts in line, close enough for magic, but never close to mine. Every glance between us felt like a secret sign, but timing kept its distance and love stayed undefined. It almost was our love, but it never found a name. Just a spark in the darkness without a steady flame. It almost was our love, but the moment passed us by. Some hearts nearly touch, then just wave goodbye. You'd smile across the the room like he knew my hidden thoughts. We danced around the feeling, but never tied the knots. A step too late, a word too soft, a chance we didn't take. Love stood right between us, but neither dared to wait. Maybe we were scared of what the truth might do. Or maybe fate just whispered, it's not the time for you. It almost was our love, but it stayed in between like a faded photograph of a life unseen. It almost was our love, soft getting bittersweet, some melody that ended before the final beat. I don't blame the silence or the roads we chose. Some stories never bloomed, they just remain as prose. But sometimes in the evening, when the lights are low, I wonder what our love might have grown to show. It almost was our love, but it never came to life. Just a tender maybe that never turned to right. It almost was our love, and that's the gentle truth. Some love stays forever. The band still playing softly, but the crowd has mostly gone. Empty glasses on the tables, like echoes of a song. Your shadow used to meet me on this worn-out wooden floor. Now the rhythm feels different than it ever did before. The clock says it's too late for broken hearts to pretend, but the music keeps whispering, you can dance again. So I'm dancing alone after midnight, with nobody holding my hand, just the smoke and the piano and a tired one-woman band. I'm dancing alone after midnight, but I'm not as lost as I seem. Sometimes lonely footsteps still follow a dream. A mirror on the back wall shows a softer kind of face, not the girl who begged for love, just someone finding grace. My heels tap out a heartbeat, on the faded stage, and every lonely movement feels like turning a page. No one's called my name, no one pulling me near, but the silence feels kinder than the love I had here. So I'm dancing alone after midnight in a dress that's seen the blues. Let the trumpet cry softly for the love I didn't choose. There was a time your name could break me into one little memory, and I'd fall back to you. I'd cry in the kitchen with the lights turned low, thinking love was something I just couldn't let go. But tears have their season, and mine ran dry. Some hearts stop hurting before they stop asking why. I don't cry for you anymore, not a single tear falls down. Your shadow don't shake me, your name don't make a sound. I don't cry for you anymore, and that's the honest truth. Some loves don't heal you, they just wear you through. Your letters lost their power, your pictures lost their sting. All the things you gave me don't mean a thing. I pass by the places where we used to stand, and nothing in my heartbeat reaches for your hand. It ain't that I hate you or wish you pain, I just stopped caring what we became. I don't cry for you anymore, my eyes stay dry at night. Your memory's a stranger fading out of sight. I don't cry for you anymore, and I finally see the love I kept for you came back to me. Maybe this is healing, or maybe it's the end, when love turns silent and won't pretend. No fireworks, no anger, no dramatic goodbye, just a quiet heart